Alright everyone, so with our Nail Art Studio, it's a really awesome program that Jamberry has to design your own wraps, as well as, just to kind of have some little fun, get your creative juices flowing. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about how to make it work, and so that way you guys are aware of it. So when you first log on to the Nail Art Studio, you want to create new right here. And there's two ways to actually start a program. So it'll load, and what you'll have is down here, let it load all the way. First you get this, version here. Now this one here is actually this one, and if you click on the smallest one, it changes size, for each various one. Okay, but you can also view like doing like the full sheet view if you wanted as well. Let's say you wanted to slap in like one whole picture on it, or be able to decorate it to get your lines to all match up or whatever. So those are your two options when it comes to viewing. Now, let it load. Alright, so let's start out here. What you want to do is you have a couple of different things that are up here on the top. You have different shapes that you can use. Now, what you first want to do, if you want to do like a solid color or something, I always pick this one, and then you click on it, and then you want to enlarge it to be able to cover the entire wrap and change it to any color that you want. We have tons of different colors. You can even make your own color. It all works out really well. Now when you're doing something like this, you want to apply it to the wrap. If you do not hit that button after you have your design set, it will not save to the wrap, and it will erase if you go out of it. Done it a couple times. Now you also have the option to apply to multiple. Up here you have design to all. Down here you have design to selected, so you can go every other one. You can check all, clear check boxes, whatever. So I'm just going to hit design up, apply design to all. That way you can kind of see it loading and everything. And so that's how you get like a solid color background. Now on top of that, we also have different patterns that you can choose from. So if you wanted to do anything with these, you can totally do it. Let's see, what am I feeling tonight? I keep kind of looking at those. So here are these right here. Now of course I need to change the color. Let's go for hot pink. So hot pink and black, and maybe white. There we go. Alright, so you could do that. Now here's something I want you to know as well. So here you are working with this thing, and you could kind of see it over here. If you move that back, it'll actually go behind your design. You can also move it forward. Okay, now let's say you want to do this and you want it really small for whatever reason. You can have it set up. I need a little bit bigger. So there's that one. You can also hit copy, and it copies the exact image, and then ta-da, you can put it right there side by side. One thing I do want to show you, which I'm going to move this over, is if you see this little line, this little dotted line going around, you want to make sure that your design goes over that little line. If you don't, it'll get cut off and it just won't look right. Okay, then also too, you have text, which you can, there's plenty of different options available. So you can add text, comes up here. You want to click on it, and if the sample text words there, you have to erase. I know, I'm changing the color. So you can change the color. You can also adjust it to go across. Doesn't matter. Now this line here is the middle of your wrap. So when you're doing that, you definitely don't want one design to flow over, unless that's just how it is or whatever. Alright, and then there's also another option. You could upload a picture. So if you find pictures that you use, I do a lot of things with GOC, just so you know. But New Year's is coming up, or let's try this one, just for fun. You can make sure, first and foremost, that your picture isn't copyrighted. If it's copyrighted, it won't get made. So, but you could set that up there. Hit copy. Flip it around. Now it's really nice with the lines in the middle and stuff, because that way you can make sure that it is the appropriate size. Ta-da! So let's get rid of this because I don't need it now. So there's that design. And then I can always come over here, apply to multiple, apply to all. You can even do every other one, every third one, doesn't matter, the choice is yours. Now, when you're done, you want to come over here and you want to title it. So I'm going to go for Wolf Moon, just to kind of make it, you know, cool. And then it'll always save after every application that you do, after every, you know, any sort of change, and if you apply it, it'll save it. So when you're finished, you actually want to come over here and you want to hit preview. And this sometimes takes a little while to load. So just be somewhat patient because it's kind of checking out the last part of your design. Alright, so you come over here and you preview it. If everything looks good and you love it, you know, then you want to go ahead and submit it. I could tell the wolf's centered, you could see the moon, you know, so we're good. I think it all looks good. So then you want to scroll to the bottom and click on this box down here to agree to the terms and conditions. I do highly suggest that you read the terms and conditions because you don't want your art or anything to get, let's see, not approved because of one thing or another. And so just go ahead and read this. It also tells you the rules for anything. No offensive things, no curse words, things like that. Pornography is another one. Yeah. So they will not, you know, there's a lot of things they won't print because, you know, they don't want it on their nail wraps. So then when you're done, you come up to this top corner, you hit submit. Now it'll tell you right here that you need to make sure that your design goes over that dotted line because when it prints, it will cut off and then they'll have like a white line going all the way around the circle of the wrap. So when you're done, you want to hit submit your design. Now this part takes about a minute or two. So I'm going to come back over here and go to NAS. I call it NAS, N-A-S, Nail Art Studio, whatever way you prefer. Alright, so then there's a second way to do designs. Now, if you see one that you have that you want to use that's similar, so let's go to here. Alright, you want to hit view and create new project. Okay. Now, it will clone your project. It'll be the exact same project that I have created before. Now, this works, a lot of times this works out for me because if I have my black background or something with my GOC patch on there, then I could, you know, adjust any of the other ones that don't have the patches needed. So let's say I wanted to do one of my old designs that was like this one for sure that has the GOC patch on it, and I just want to get rid of the patch on all of them because hey, somebody wants it without the patch or whatever, because I get that sometimes. You want to go through and make whatever changes you want to. So in this case I am deleting everything, and then of course always hit apply when you do that. Okay, you don't want to have any mess ups, I guess, right? So and all I'm doing is deleting and then apply. I only got a couple more here. Now of course you can add an image, you could do anything else to it. If you wanted to add text, if you wanted to add a design, a pattern, it doesn't matter, you could totally do it. So, you know, just deleting something or whatever isn't always it. And don't forget about, you know, being able to go forward and back. You know, there's been, like these here, these were already here, but I was able to push this design back or forward. So let's move it forward, the patch goes away. You know, that's a whole nother way of doing it. See, apply, the patch is gone. I can even go back, move it back. You know, so, and then move this one back. Yeah, it's all good. Alright, so I've got them all deleted, at least according to what it looks over here, but you do want to make sure that you do not, or that you change the name of your design, because then, see how it says clone at the end of it right now? If you don't change your design, it's going to say what it was, clone, and you don't want to do that. So I'm just going to add it to North Star because I have my own little wording that I use for my GOC wraps. So the same thing with this one. You go to preview. After you're done, you get it done. Takes a minute. And it'll actually be the same exact process as the last one. They process it, you get to see it, make sure everything looks okay, and then, you know, you would go click on the agree to terms. And I know everything pretty much well looks okay because, you know, I already have one approved and I like it. Hit submit, submit my design, they'll go there. So let's go to the first one. The first one that I did, it's already been submitted for approval. Congrats, you are one step closer to the nails of your dreams. You will receive an email once your designs have been reviewed. The email will go to the design that you have set up already with the account. So that way you know, and it'll say, you know, give them a day or two, maybe 3, and they'll go through and they'll be able to tell you whether or not it's approved. And if there was a reason why they didn't approve it, they will let you know. So here you can see the 2 pending designs. Well, at least this one here hasn't been done. So, oh, all right. So you go through here, and this is all of the designs that I already have approved. All right, and I have 8 pages, and it'll do that. I think there's 18 to a page. So then you go down here, and you'll see these pending designs here. Those are your pending ones. And then down here are your work in progress. So in any of those, if you save it, you know, whether you have a name on it or not, you know, it'll save it down here, and then you'll be able to good to go. And when you ever want to work on it again, you just click edit, and it'll load that design, and you can finish working on it. All right, so that is the Nail Art Studio tutorial that I have. If you have any questions or whatever, feel free to let me know, and I will be happy to help. Thanks.